I think this is the file that I chose. I mean, I'm constantly in doubt if anything really matters. But I think this is the file that I did choose the correct answer for HUGO. But it was like one thing, even if I didn't, so at least I think, I'm pretty sure. I guess guess we're gonna find out. Matt and HUGO seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of the time and place, and try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America. You're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and HUGO seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig links in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Listen in to Matt and HUGO.
Oh.
That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I show you oh my god. If I show you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I'm so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig. He returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Haha, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Well, that's pretty subjective. Art is dead. Subjective. What do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice, Matisse. Son of a... I wanna smack you. That's a Magritte. Right, art, sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I'm asking was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better.
Oh.
HUGO throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Bro, technicalities. Like, you could still choose which one you prefer, like, which one you like better over the other. Man, that's all way above my head. Me too.
Hey.
Huh, it's all good, man. Cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person. That looks at it, and that's awesome.
Nice.
Just 1 minute about that. HUGO, please. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. V, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Hey, dude.
Everybody's like, half of you guys are like a bunch of nerds, but whatever. It seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
Hey.
What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Hey.
Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Huh. Hey, V, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Maybe. Amanda, do you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and, your teacher?
What?
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors. Indubitably. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Ha! Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger gun move from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Sweet Manchego.
Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking?
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. You know what? I understand why his son's the way he is. Because of what he was named. Thanks, Dad. Such a nerd. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of a cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then he spread it onto my lawn and burned down half my yard too. And then it spread. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. V, this is my son Ernest. Hello? Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest. Okay, I'm 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh, yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, he's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it.
Nice.
I mean, I think he is a dad and I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. His glasses are going through his finger. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See, that right there? You can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
Oh.
I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. And kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, V. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. No, I don't want to. Gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. Watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I have a right to be concerned. You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. You live under my house, my rules. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. It really scared me. Just please don't do that again. I literally gave you one thing and you didn't listen. I guess I'm sorry for freaking out on you. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. Team Astrophel? Team Astrophel. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. I was gonna say maybe those choices to make your profile have any influence on getting text messages, but then wouldn't that just be the choices? I don't know. I don't understand anymore. It's Hugo time. Hugo Vega. A middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, you are most likely to brew some strong tea, and paint my miniatures. If you have one thing to take with you on a deserted island, what would it be? A remembrance of things past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. Oh? Word? What did you want to be when you grew up? Movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. Oh, okay. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. I navigate to HUGO's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's a middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. They're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Where they're between understanding morals and not giving a shit.
Huh.
Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, are you alright? Oh,
I'm fine.
of course, I'm fine. Oh, I don't remember the context of this and I can't scroll back. The answer is no. We see boy bands come and go all the time. When they're popular, we'll act as if they don't like their we'll act as if they don't like their music, and in a few decades, their songs will be considered classics. It's just the way the world works. The Beatles were once the hot new boy band, you know? So, do fathers just lose their dad license if they don't mention the Beatles at least once a month? Yes, but mentions of Rush or Billy Joel are acceptable in pinch. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Ugh.
Bad. But nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week. Doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day, top 40s pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I don't remember. I didn't like it. I thought it was fine. I didn't like any point of school, so... I had my first crush in middle school, and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs, you hurt me, and I'll never forget. What'd she do to you? I stare off into middle distance, remembering the 24 hours that we dated, and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. Then I remember the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it. See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. You don't even get clam chowder with a side of pizza? That's worst field trip ever. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
Hey.
No, it's because Bobby Willingham threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past, considering you didn't tell anyone. That's so disgusting. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Rega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What are you worried about? That a whale's gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yeah, they have penguins. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Each teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo!
I don't know.
It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming. As I'm sure you know in the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12, I'm all too familiar. Great, well it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo, then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet.
Oh.
Too quiet. These kids are up to something, I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. The classes start filing into the aquarium and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. It's in the packet. Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment to reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks, I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did a unit on the old man in the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Oh.
Gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines.
Hey.
That there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Wait, really? Whoa.
Oh.
The spines are venomous too. I think... Was it a scorpion fish? Are those... they look the same? Wait, I'm gonna look it up now. Oh, my phone is dying. I don't know which one I saw. Yeah, I don't know which one I saw. It was either the scorpion fish or the lionfish, and I just saw it beached. And I was like, whoa, that's a weird looking fish. It's a good thing I don't go around touching things. Because I absolutely would have touched it. Nature's hardcore.
Oh.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank.
Oh.
That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
Oh.
Tissue necrosis. Cool.
Hey.
Nature's wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... Why are you just making shit up? I hate you. You just want us to look stupid in front of him. American longfish, blue-nosed wigglyfish, humphead wrasse. Yeah? Did you know that? Paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, political, paranormal. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, it's not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish.
Oh.
Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here.
Ah.
Ha, good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles... What did I just say? Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids began trying to take selfies with the sharks. God damn it. Every time I see the word eel, I really want sushi. I just want to eat unagi. I want that unagi sauce. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who start fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing? I'd rather stare at you. What? Damn it! Hugo turns bright red. Maybe I put it on too thick. Oops, sorry, I can't help myself. I mean, I'd rather not stare at you at all. I push him to the ground and I run away. Hugo looks confused. Great save, V. I mean, never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm suddenly very sweaty. I search around for a fish tank to dunk my head in to cool down. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I've held a sea urchin before. I touched one of those weird-ass black starfish. I held a seahorse. I used to have goldfish and a betta fish. What else have I touched? I don't remember what else. My cousin on my sister's side once picked up the biggest sea urchin and pricked his fingers. Terrible. I mean, it was insane how big that sea urchin was. I don't know if it was just because I was small and it appeared humongous, like as big as somebody's head, or what. I don't know. But like that's how I remember it, and that is a fact memory, and I refuse to believe it was not a fact memory. I think the worst sea urchin I've seen is the ones where they have the really long spines, and like that's no bueno. That's terrifying, especially when you're watching them move around. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Gotta wash your hands, bro, before you pet the fish. Hugo rolls up his sleeves and sticks his hand in the water. I hope you washed your hands. Don't you want to pet some rays, V? Oh, I think I'm good. I don't really... I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. You're a little bitch! Go pet the fish! Come on, it'll be fun and informative. My immersion is ruined. I mean, it's... Our dad is constantly ruining my immersion, but this has especially ruined my immersion. What do you mean you don't want to touch the sea animal? What do you mean you're scared to touch the sea animal? Pissing me off! Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they'll probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance. My juicy, supple hands. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, and the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See, not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank, and with a renewed vigor for ocean life, I poke at some sea urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Stop! Sorry, I just get a little carried away sometimes. Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Smuggling sea animals. Why is that?
Oh.
A backpack's usually that wet. Hold on. I knew it. Susan! Susan, get back here. Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Textbooks that I dropped in the toilet? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. We don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. I know for a fact that this is gonna be so bad to say in front of Hugo, but I would say it. I would say it if I wasn't trying to impress him. Had a blood go down for that once. Came out a changed man, said he missed the bars. You're not my teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Huh?
Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside, where he was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Banned! Banned from the aquarium! Yeah, and hands where we can see them. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of small tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us.
Oh.
Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousands of them. Oh my god. All I want to say is just like, I get you pregnant, Hugo. Like, sorry, that's... I'm getting a little too excited. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
At this point, I think of the three, I find Hugo the most breedable. It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour. The Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins?
Hey.
Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. You know what I want to pet? I want to pet a tiger. I've seen them a couple times at the zoo, and when I see them in videos, they're so pettable. Why are they so big and pettable? Like, between a lion and a tiger, I want to pet the tiger the most. I just want to bury my face in its neck and be all like, communing with nature. I will die this way, I don't care. Why friend-shaped if I can't pet? A group of kids run around the exhibit. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
Whoa.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours?
I don't know.
It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? Gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around.
I don't know.
I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs toward the puffin exhibit and dresses the entire room. Everybody, I have an announcement. The whole room turns towards Hugo.
I don't know.
Here are a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and I'm greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst! Hey. The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. Can't be in here. Neither can you. I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. Catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even going to go? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, that's not freedom. That's worse than them being in the enclosure. Look, I don't even have the time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions, so they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. You're fumbling! Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Try to relate to her, bribe her. Shit. Lay down the law. This is probably gonna get her worse because if we're going by in-world standards, any authority is gonna make them struggle. Try to relate to her, I feel, is the worst option because our character's fucking stupid. Bribe her. I'll give you 20 bucks right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well give it to me right now. No, don't I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well I have 12 and some change. Also there's a button here, is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds.
Block that bird!
Goofy ass looking. Get out of here. No, stop. Go back, you ugly ass looking birds. What do you mean penguin escaped? What penguin escaped? I didn't see anything pass.
Drive that team!
Penguin escaped, you bitch. We weren't even playing anymore. Bribery works. Whew, that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his divisionary penguin speech. And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over.
I don't know.
Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, there's a thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
Whoa!
What? Just pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan, I suppose so that they can compare animal theft notes. Not off the hook, Molly.
Oh.
V, did you just bribe a child? Yeah, I bribed a child. I don't know what she's talking about. Can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man. We've all done dark things in our lives. I've allegedly done things that would be considered crimes and I should be arrested for, but it was for a good cause. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside.
Oh.
Everything on his face is clipping through his hands. Hey V, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Hey.
Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? I love cheese boards. I'm all about cheese boards. There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Oh. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin. We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You gotta go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. Anyways, here's 3 of them. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud. He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father.
What a great date.
Holy shit, I got a B? This is a first. Hey dude, I've got the runs. Oh, I've got just the thing. I'll head to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, what are we talking? Why are we talking about this? By I've got the runs, I meant that I feel like running. Wanna come with me to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes left in this meat hell marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away with the wolves in time to get her sopressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. Go running. Did we do this? We did not do this. What the fuck is this? The gym just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. You can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners? Will I be able to keep up? Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you. Just get a rhythm going. Keep your heart rate up, but don't overexert yourself. You'll do great. What am I doing?
Run that dad.
Thanks for not explaining any of the controls. That minigame sucked ass. Way to go! I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within minutes. Colin is still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same pictures of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Whoops, sorry, meant that for another teacher. But seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on content, and I think this would be really, this would really round it out. I mean, the picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt is pretty good. Ha! Let me get back to you after class ends. Stand up from the computer and stretch. Well, guess there's only one thing to do now. Dad nap. I hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this. I'm jolted awake by my dad book message from Hugo. I get off work in a little while and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. I fumble out a reply. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup?
Just getting home from school. Where are you going?
Oh, I have a meeting with the board.
The board?
A cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time?
Yeah, I'll live. But only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final.
Sorry, buddy. That ball's in your court. Don't worry, Amanda. I'll seduce your teacher so you can get all A's. What's in your court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. A little bit of fig jam.
Ugh. Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese.
Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now, I gotta go see a man about some manchego.
Please leave.
I walk into a quaint French diner, and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day? Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers.
Oh.
Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. Is that the one that parents think means sex stuff? Those ones, yeah. The reports are just a sensational news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents as well, as usual. At least I hope. Yikes. Right now I'm very ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheese. A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth. And recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing.
Oh.
You'd love to play, right, V? Yeah, sure. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart. Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. V. I turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters. I look at Brian and I hiss. Looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table to greet us. I forgot that Brian has a beard. I was about to be all like, damn, the only one who has a full facial hair is Hugo, and I love that on man. And then I see Brian, but like, I'm also still on the side of, don't even with me, bro. We are rivals in this neighborhood. Hey guys, y'all here for the old question and answers game?
Hey.
Yep, we came here every week. We come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carried the team. Carmencita and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone 2, lost in New York, has been reigning champions for the last month. Man, Brian's great at trivia too. That raises the stakes. Great name though. Solid team name.
That's Carmencita's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns.
Like father, like daughter.
Hey.
You guys gonna try to give us a run for our money? We'll see what we can do. Oh, fuck. I hope these trivia questions are easy. We're just here for the cheese too. We'll see what we can do to not hurt your feelings too bad. I will destroy you. Glares at Brian. But then the thing is, they're here and like I have nothing against them, but everything against Brian. The cheese will taste so much better with a side of victory. Hugo and I bum fists. Tag team champions.
Oh.
We'll have to think of a good team name, but I think this will be fun. Good luck! Brian and Matt and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Havarti like it's 1999. Ah, real monsters. Craigslist, Swiss connections. I only know 2 of these cheeses. The 2 cheeses I know are these 2. But I think I'm gonna go with the second one. Havarti like it's 1999. That'll do just nicely. The waitress comes by with our cheese board and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry preserves and slide it into dairy-induced ecstasy. There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie that I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts, a slice of savory yet salty Gouda, or perhaps a crisp, topped with a honey and goat cheese. I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glasses at me.
Oh!
Cheers to cheese. Oh, hey, hey! A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ. Everybody ready for some trivia? The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name's Richard. I just like alliteration. More cheers.
I'm so sad.
I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me.
Bang, bang.
I'm just joking. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife who won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions. The first category is literature. Excellent.
I am.
You know who loves literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much.
All right.
More jokes! More jokes! Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. Hugo, you got this literature stuff, right? Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque, insect-like creature? Yes. This is a continent that encompasses the realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien. Other notable sites include Isengard, the Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the elvish name for this continent? Bro, I don't know. That's Lord of the Rings, right? I never read Lord of the Rings. I watched it one time, and I haven't watched it in years. Would it be bad if I cheated? Can I say... I'll just go with whatever, and I'm gonna say Endor.
Correctamundo.
Who is the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars? No. I don't know. Why am I answering? I'm not the literature person. That's Hugo. I'm between these two because I vaguely recognize them, but I'm gonna go with the first one again.
Rongo.
Edmond Dantes is better known as this man. Who? Dante? What?
Correct.
I didn't hear him the second time. Did I get it wrong or right? And if I was right, hell yeah. I'm so smart, definitely wasn't guessing. And if I was wrong, well, I didn't say. I was smart. And this should have been Hugo's thing. The quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there. Thank you? How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good? Are you hitting on me right now? Great, cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. I'm sorry to hear that. Also developed clinical depression! Oh. But people don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat brie? Do you have lactose intolerance or are you allergic? Those are very two different things. Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Quizmaster Quinn wanders off to another table. Who wants to start the next round? More cheers from the audience. Next round is cinema. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay?
Oh no.
I think he's just his character, I hope. How's your cinema? Spotty. I don't know a lot of movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? Bro, I don't know. I don't think it's this one. When did they find... Is Luke and Leia are the ones who are related, right? When do they find out that they're related? Doesn't their mom die, giving birth to them? Their promise, their father. I'm gonna assume the promise? Cause isn't finding out about their father like a surprise?
Wrongo.
Fuck. I'm gonna attack this man. I'll show you depression. What entertainer makes a fourth wall breaking appearance in the films Gremlins 2? What? I don't know. I've never even watched Gremlins 1. I don't even know who this is.
Correct.
Which of these 80s horror movies does not feature... What? Oh, what? Not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting. I'm pretty sure this one does. I feel like this one does. I don't even know these two. Poltergeist sounds like it would.
No.
Fuck. Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. Look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod. And the category is wrestling. Okay, we're totally boned. Hugo grabs my arm. Wait, I got this. Huh? Man, you know who I want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. That's pretty kinky there, buddy. Maybe I won't attack you after this. I'm a little scared. Please, it's been so long since I've been held. Can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them.
Bang bang.
Let's start the quiz! Remember that this is a lightning round. The first people to answer get the points. I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes, the enthusiastic one over there. Steve Austin debuted as the ringmaster. It is correct. Points to Havarti like it's 1999. Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania.
Oh.
Hugo's hand shoots up again. Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life.
Ah.
The first WrestleMania was held in New York, at Madison Square Garden in 1985.
Correct.
Another correct answer. Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kinda hot. Tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps up more excited than I've ever seen him.
Oh.
Hugo's so cute. Chavo versus Kane.
Incorrect.
Oh, sorry, bucko. That is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty. Hey man, I'm just reading the card here. I don't actually write these. Oh, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife? The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back into his chair. Oh, baby, it's okay. Fine. Wow, Hugo seemed really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedia knowledge of wrestling? It's because he likes muscles. How do you know so much about wrestling? You just pick stuff up. Were you secretly a wrestler? Or is it just cause you're a little fruity and you really like watching men wrestle? That sounds suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to the quizmaster.
Oh.
Were you once a lucha libre? Alright. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2 lost in New York, Brian and Matt half 5, and Havarti like it's 1999. My guy looks like he's gonna cry. His eyes keep flickering like slightly open and not, and it's very disturbing. Hugo and I half 5. We look over to Brian and Matt. Carmencita and Daisy all playfully give us thumbs up and stick their tongues out. Down, sorry. I'm just so positive. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am. The final category is cool animals. Animals, huh? I never could take care of another living thing. Hell, I can barely take care of myself. I'm falling apart! Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? Birds.
Wrong.
What else is a canary? What is the last animal that appears in the dictionary? Zonkey.
Correct.
Give me the answer. What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature?
Incorrect.
I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who came out on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil's will fulfill all your needs. Everyone oohs and ahs. God, I want that gift card. Well, if I knew there was a monetary prize, I would have just looked everything up. I would have whispered the answers to our in-game dad. The quizmaster goes into the back to tally up the score. I pick at what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker with a little bit of honey and dried apricot. So what are your plans after our big win? I'll probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring. Bet it all on black. Walk out there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style.
Hey.
You want the last piece of Havarti? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us. Hey everybody, we've had a great night. Lots of goose, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back, but there's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is... Oh my god, he hated that. He hated that we lost. He hated that we lost, and I'm gonna have to reload because I can't not impress him. Provolone 2 lost in New York. Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where Phil's nominal services.
Sad, Master.
God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. Brian and Matt run up to grab the coupon and bow to the roaring applause of the crowd. I do my best to convey to Hugo a sense of appreciation for his hard work at trivia, with only eyebrows raised and a shoulder shrug. Also, I can't lose this because I got a B last time.
Oh,
I'll get them next time, V. They haven't heard the last of Havarti like it's 1999. I want to say 1995. I looked up if there is any additional routes for Hugo, and there's only one ending, so I think we can get away with not going back. Hugo and I walk back toward our cul-de-sac full of cheese and a sense of defeat. Brian's good, but I saw some tactical weaknesses there, which I think we can exploit for the next trivia night.
oh.
He seemed weak on literature. Oh my god, this whole time, I thought there was like, every time he smiled, there's like a weird, like, other dimple on his chin. It's just his finger clipping through his chin. He seemed weak on literature. I think we can establish ourselves early on. It would hurt team morale. Maybe it would get them more focused on the cheese and winning. You're right. Next time we'll be prepared. Shame about that one wrestling question, though. I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's gotta be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled out that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. Oh, it's just stuff I know. I'm gonna push. I'm pushing! Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. I refuse to drop. You know what's actually embarrassing? Not being able to explain basic algebra to your daughter. You know what's definitely not embarrassing? Knowing stuff about wrestling. Hugo sighs.
Oh.
Alright. If you really want to know, just follow me. Is that your hobby? Do you really like wrestling? Hugo leads me to his house at the edge of the cul-de-sac. We step inside, and his house is exactly what I expected it to be. Neat and filled top to bottom with the books and art. Welcome to my home. Sorry, it's so messy. His house is actually spotless. I follow him down a hallway wait, what are we doing? Hugo opens the door and ushers me inside. It's pitch black. He closes the door behind us. Wow, Hugo. Hugo flips a switch and I finally understand. Curio cabinets packed with in-box wrestling action figures line the walls, along with posters, cardboard cutouts, and every piece of wrestling memorabilia imaginable. A giant widescreen TV sits on a decked-out media stand. So that's why you like muscles. I'm speechless. Looks like I'm gonna have to work out with Craig more often. I look over at Hugo, who's hovering by the door doing everything to avoid eye contact. It's, this is really embarrassing. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Wow. Not a lot of people have seen this, huh? This is pretty dope. Are you kidding? Look at all this stuff. This must have taken you forever to collect. Can I touch this? Go ahead. I pick up one of his replica championship belts and toss it over my shoulder. Do you smell what I'm... Do you smell what I'm cooking? I think the line is, it's meatballs. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I just think it's so cool how passionate you are about this. Oh, yeah, I really like wrestling. He's blushing so hard right now. Ernest. Hugo, you bought the wrong kind of pizza rolls again. Looks like Ernest just got home. He's yelling in from the hallway. I can see Hugo immediately deflate.
Oh.
I told you those pizza rolls have less sodium. I just want you to be healthy, son. Ernest comes into Hugo's wrestling room and looks around with disgust. He notices me and scoffs. Then nobody was allowed in your precious wrestling room. I never said that. I just said you're not allowed to take the action figures out of their boxes and pose them so that they're having sex with each other. Ernest gets flustered. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna go throw eggs at stuff. Have fun with your stupid wrestling crap. Ernest leaves, then a moment later pops his head back into the room. And your stupid friend. Ernest storms back out of the room. I hear a door slam. Hugo warily runs his hand through his hair. Sorry about him. I'm sorry that I have to keep apologizing about him. He's just going through a phase, I guess. I try so hard to impress him, but it's obvious that no matter what I do, he hates me. Ernest has a thing about authority figures. And you just don't get much more authoritative than a teacher dad. My ex. He gets to be the fun weekend dad, and I'm just Hugo, who makes Ernest eat his vegetables and turn his homework in on time. Whoa. We get affirmed other dad who's dated other dads before. It's not just us. Hey, you love him and you're looking out for his best interests. Take it from one dad to another. Someday he'll come to appreciate you. I mean, I'll appreciate you too. Maybe not someday soon, but someday. I hope so.
Oh.
Thanks for letting me vent. Hugo glances at his watch.
Oh.
Suppose it's getting kind of late. Let's do trivia again sometime soon. Hey, like, I'm not saying I was in a different timeline or anything. But like, maybe if you get a dog, he'll be nicer. I'm just saying. I would absolutely love to. I start to leave. And hey, thanks for showing me your wrestling stuff. Maybe you can tell me some more about it next time. Hugo smiles. That would be amazing. I'll catch you around. I can't believe... I thought I wasn't relating much to Damien because I kept choosing bad answers. But I'm pretty sure I still got a pretty good grade. But with Hugo, it is so bad. My God. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading.
Oh.
I don't. This book is all pictures.
Oh.
And even then, my patience is being tried. Did you get to eat all the cheese to your little heart's desired? Your little heart desired? God, I can't read. I'm a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner?
Yeah.
Hash browns. Okay. Toast dipped in egg. All blueberry pancakes. Well, only if you'll help me make them. You know I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler, and also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside the fridge. I tell her all about the trivia, but leave out the parts about Hugo being into wrestling. I figured she would probably find some nefarious way to use that information for a better grade. I don't want to see my grade, I know it's bad.
I'm JK rolling with delight.
Don't ever say that again. The best friend?
Yes.
You got it, wow, proud of you.
Oh.
Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away. The boring one. Well, yeah, but that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes. What'd she say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. I can't believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. Oh, I just say the same thing? They were dating in secret. They gasp.
Oh.
I can't say it's kind of dumb because I feel very, I feel very strongly about this. Not all friendships last forever. People are going to come in and out of your life. It's just how it works. Not every friendship is going to last forever, so cherish your friends while you have them. And when it's over, don't dwell so much on the bad stuff. You have some good times with MR, but you guys grew apart. Learn from it and keep moving forward. There are so many new friends to make, and they're going to be so much cooler than MR and the rest. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. Hi, this is Steven from Amazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry, I need to put on pants first. Can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped with waist down and duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, wait, I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Ooh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Ooh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling the packaged peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies? You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but it's definitely I'm definitely ordering some now. Okay. Love you. It's Damien's. I take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. Give the box to Amanda. I'm not gonna do that. Bring it to Damien. I should take it over to him. I jog over to Damien's house with a box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Astrophel, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whoa, how did you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay, anyways. I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. Not to pry, but what are you gonna do with those butterflies? Would you like to see? Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, V. Astrophel. Sure. I love approaching death. Gets my blood boiling. Damien leads me into his study where he set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh wow, that's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all of this yourself? Of course. I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't ready quite yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight, so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. Picks up a little triangular paper packet and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The back of the wings are a gorgeous iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with forceps and begins placing paper and more pins on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all the pins and put it on display with the others. I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah yes, it's a blue morpho, one of my favorites too. He hands a small frame to me. Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you. If you ever have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. Ha, I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense, you have beautiful steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Damien, stop! I'm not in your route right now. Am I blushing? Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, V. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. Ever since the first night at charcuterie pies, Hugo and I have made a point of weekly visits to trivia night. Havarti, like its 1999, has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2 Lost in New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. I've been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car thanks to all of Phil's auto care gift cards we've received. Air fresheners, car chargers, you name it. Amanda's riding in the lap of luxury. Aside from the trivia nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up and he seems to have a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. I should do something nice for him, maybe help him take his mind off of screaming teenagers. Books? He likes books, but I'd have no idea where to even start with that. He probably reads more books in a month than I have read in the past year. I know he's really into wrestling, but he's been reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. I know he's kind of shy about it, but maybe... Whatever, let's roll the dice. I think I have a plan. Hey! Alright folks, looks like we finally have the points tallied and we're ready to announce our winner. You know who else is a winner? Me, because I've finally seen just how beautiful and loving my wife is. A few weeks ago, all the regulars staged an intervention for the Quizmaster Quinn. We sat down in a circle and told him that we want to see him be better and love himself. He agreed to start going to couples therapy with his wife, and last time he told us that they adopted a dog together. I love you forever, my Quizmaster Queen. I can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer. There were things to like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is, for the 4th week in a row, Havarti like it's 1999.
Oh.
Hugo and I cheers our small slices of camembert ? And I go up to accept our gift card along with an uncomfortably long hug from Quizmaster Quinn. I don't like cheese that much, to be honest. May Havarti like his 1999's reign be as long and wonderful as my marriage to my beautiful wife.
Ah.
We make our celebratory round of high fives to the rest of the teams and sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring every last bit of burrata and pesto and slices of tomato. Hey, I got a surprise for you. From me. Yeah, and for once, it isn't more cheese.
Hey.
Well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest. I pull out a book that I've been carefully hiding in one of my pockets and slide it over to Hugo. Oh. Hugo picks up the book and reads the title aloud. Harry Butt's Crapper Keeper. I wanted to get you a book, but I figured you probably already own every classical piece of literature, so I thought this would be fun. For when you're pooping.
Hey.
Hugo laughs. You should flip through it. Hugo looks up at me and raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple pages, he finally comes across a small gift I strategically hid inside.
Oh.
You're kidding me! Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene. He leans in.
Oh.
You're kidding me. Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside the Crapper Keeper. This is to the World Federation of Wrestling's Power Slam series. You've been working so hard lately, I thought you'd like them. Like them? I love this, thank you. But wait, there's 2. Yeah, I figured we could go together.
Huh?
You'd go with me. Heck yeah, I need you to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. Hugo gets up, walks around the table, and effortlessly picks me up in a big bear hug. God damn! I'm a big man! How are you picking me up? Has he been this strong this whole time?
Hey!
Thank you. I thought the only person who could pick me up was Craig. I let out a little squeak to sort of say you're welcome. It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up at my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee. Pablo Escobar, genuine wrestle boy. He's a little blushy and extremely cute. We drive about, I'm telling you, he's breedable. We drive about an hour to another city for the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and the terminology I need to know. So, it's fake, right?
Oh.
Well, yes and no. While wrestling and the act of hurting another wrestler is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes results in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we're led to believe. Historically, wrestling as we know it today was created by carnival workers to fix gambling, and the people who actually believed it to be real and would bet on these matches were called marks. That we know that it's technically fake, but still choose to suspend our disbelief makes us smart marks. So I should be watching this for the acrobatics?
Oh.
And the tension and the drama and even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell a good story, you just have to look for the story. Even something like what we're about to experience will tell a phenomenal, sometimes understated story despite a ridiculous premise. Wow.
Ah.
What? I just really wouldn't have pegged you for a huge wrestling fan. Nobody does, I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am, but because it's considered kind of lowbrow, I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me. Till now? Hugo smiles to himself. Till now. Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper levels. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way up the set of stairs. The further up we go, the more my heart sinks. I had thought we had gotten good seats, but by this point, the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and wait for the match to start. I'm sorry. I thought I got us tickets on the lower level. I look over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement.
Ah.
This is so cool. I guess he doesn't mind. I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these since I was a kid. What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we even gonna see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay.
Oh.
I guess you're right. So what do we have to look forward to tonight? Oh man, the lineup is stacked. All of the matches are gonna be great, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the Eastern Dragons match. The Eastern Dragon? Yeah, he used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar, but I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestling names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah. Oh, so that's what your shirt's from. Yep, I've been following the guy since his debut in an indie wrestling league, and it's been amazing to see him rise through the ranks and into the professionals. Who's he up against? The Corporal Shill. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler, and I don't even think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though.
Oh.
Stadium lights dim and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring. Ladies and gentlemen of the sold-out crowd in Mill Creek, Massachusetts, who's ready to power slam? Hugo and I scream. We watch two wrestlers, a Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to even more butt rock. The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint jaloop in the ring before the match. The crowd eats it up. Southern Dandy's from Maine. Is Johnny Snowman not from the North Pole?
Oh.
He's from Georgia, actually. After a long match, Johnny Snowman, who's dressed up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. What did I just watch? I don't know what's happening, but this is amazing. Kill him, Johnny! Elbow the heck out of him, Johnny! Show that Southern Dandy some North Pole manners! Johnny Snowman does indeed elbow the heck out of him. That's gotta hurt. Oh god, is he okay? Wrestling is a sport of communication. All of these guys train together to know not only how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. It allows them to look like they're being hurt, but only be kind of hurt. Crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy and is announced as the winner. The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K who comes out looking like a hipster barista. He takes selfies with fans on the way up to the ring and pauses after everyone to post it on Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh? He's sort of the boogeyman to old-timer wrestling fans. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided in who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Up against the ropes, Gen Y2K blinds Old Timer with a flash on his phone camera and is able to pin him to win the match. He takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent. During a break, Hugo and I leave to get refills from the concession stands. We wind our way through the clusters of wrestling fans to get to the line. I hope I can get a hot dog. So what do you think so far? It's just okay. It's actually really cool. I'm glad I'm here with you. The wrestling's cool, but I really like seeing you so enthusiastic. It's... Don't say hot. Don't say hot. Cool.
Hey.
You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to just be a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. I've even seen a bunch of families with their kids. Everyone looks super happy to be here.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time. There's one gaggle of kids loitering in a corner that are exceptionally loud, even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. Oh god, I know these kids. They're HUGO students. So don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up. Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen. They'll never listen to me ever again. I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. I glance over at the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shin and laughs. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work. Colin, if he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats. What's the plan? This is a sneaking mission. Create a diversion. Just walk back to your seats. Sneak! We gotta be sneaky if we're gonna get back in that ring unscathed. How quiet are you? I've gotten pretty good at sneaking up on students who are texting under the desk during class, so I can be pretty quiet if need be. Perfect. We just need to find some cover to hide behind as we navigate back to our seats. Where to? Quick, get inside my shirt! Hide behind the merchandise. You go blend in with the other shirts. What? Just follow my lead. I stand as still as I can next to all the merchandise. Still, Still, as some would say, a mannequin. Without turning my head and while remaining as motionless as possible, I speak to Hugo. Think it's working. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief. Phew, that was close. Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd. The lights dim again.
Oh.
This is the match we've been waiting for. The corporate shill walks out to the elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeves off his suit jacket, flexing his arms for the crowd. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. The corporate shill grabs a microphone. I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of how much I'm about to kick your ass. The whole crowd erupts. Now if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron. We'll all look up at the PowerPoint presentation titled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass, Key Performance Indicators. The corporate shill takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. That was informative. The lights dim again and pan flute music plays. I think it's a pan flute? I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central American thing? Hugo shrugs.
Oh.
Wrestling. The Eastern Dragon stands outside of the ring and grabs a microphone. Corporate shill, it's nice to see you again. More cheers from the crowd. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch. He points to the corporate shill menacingly. I'm looking forward to a nice and exciting match. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here.
Oh.
He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see. The match starts and it's just as exciting as Hugo had hyped it to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the corporate shill. The air in the stadium is electric as these two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. The corporate shill pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. He climbs up to the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd. Oh no, he's about to do his finishing move, the corporate ladder. The corporate shill poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon! You can do it, Eastern Dragon! The corporate shill launches off of the top rope in a huge arc. He brings his elbow down on the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company putting local vendors out of business. The corporate shill pins the Eastern Dragon and the match ends. Hugo sinks in his chair. Man, he should have won that. I sit down with Hugo. What a match. It was amazing. I think I'm a fan of wrestling now. Hugo looks over to me and our eyes catch. And then we start making out. I'm glad. The event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely they'll ever notice us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron. Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing. It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to raucous cheers from the crowd. Oh, that's so nice. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I.
What?
What? What do I do? I look over to Hugo and see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting and neither of us know what to do. Kiss, 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 kiss. Give the crowd what they want. Protect Hugo's identity. Oh shit, I don't know what that means. Cause like I could give them what they want and hide his identity. Those two things aren't divided. I want to see what this does. I jump in front of Hugo and start giving the can the finger. They can't show that on television, can they? Fuck, that's not what I want. Fuck off. You're so dumb, I hate you. I slowly lean in, awkwardly tilting my head. Where'd his glasses go? I thought he was wearing glasses. Am I blind? Do I need glasses? I do, but like that's not the point. Cheers in the crowd erupt all around me. I look back up to the Jumbotron and see a couple behind us making out with full force. Oh, Hugo and I turn beet red and slink back into our chairs. So much for laying low, I guess. His glasses, they've appeared. The rest of the match thankfully goes off without incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into the wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so that we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. By the time Hugo and I walk back to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We rarely keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience. Right? It's one thing to watch on TV, but to be there in person is just wow. Thank you again. I would have never gotten to experience this if it weren't for you. It's just me and Hugo in front of the car in an empty parking lot. I look down. I look up. I stare at him. And his beautiful brown eyes. Kind of funny about the kiss cam, huh? Yeah, it was totes funny. Yeah, it was super funny. But neither of us are smiling. Look into each other's eyes. We look into each other's eyes and I can feel a warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt. Hey, cool shirt. I turn around to see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us, a duffel bag slung over his shoulder. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Sweet Manchego.
Oh my god. Yeah, I got it from a trade with this guy from streetsmarks.net. I love that website. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of the matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? The names like, J something. JD Slammering? No. It's like, yeah, he gets to meet a wrestler who might be exactly the person on his shirt, but also, please. You have more muscle than me. You're more attractive than me. Stop. Yeah, that's him. Those are my write-ups. No. They're bonding. You're JD Slammering? You're kidding. Oh man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hand. I'm honored. He's gonna steal him away from me. No. Oh, this is the worst. I can't believe I have to do this. I unholster my gun. Oh man, I wish I could stay and chat. I have so many questions, but I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop. Absolutely. No, look at the way he's looking at him. Fuck. No. I shoot myself in the head. The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again. Is there any chance you could sign my shirt? The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing. Wait, it all finally clicks into place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon? I love your work. Thank you, man. Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye. Wait, no. Wait, he'll come back. Sign my chest. Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. I stand there with my mouth open the entire time. That was Eastern Dragon.
Oh.
He likes my work. Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now. He's gonna PM me. Hugo and I half five. He's so excited he's shaking. Mr. Vega? Uh-oh. Colin and his cronies just pop out of nowhere. Oh no, here we go.
Huh?
Colin, nice to see you and your friends all the way out here. What are you doing here? I don't see a library anywhere near us. I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend. Ha! Mr. Vega likes wrestling? What a fart knocker. Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up, dickweed! Nah, man, that's actually rad as hell. Who were you just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends. Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasp. Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers. Oh, yeah? How did I get this autograph, then? Colin's friends lose their minds, screaming their heads off. Colin is red with anger. See you in class, bitch. You can't say that! Who's gonna believe you? Hugo and I hop into the car to the tune of more children screaming. We laugh all the way home. And then Hugo gets written up for swearing at a child. Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home into his wrestling man cave where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down after an exciting evening. So if you were a wrestler, what would your persona be? Hugo answers immediately.
Oh.
G. Dace slammering my forum name. I gotta represent my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishing move would be a catcher in the eye, where I poke my opponent's eyes out and call them a phony. Wow. I'm getting a lot of thought. What about you? I would be Bomb Clancy, Mario Dad. I would be Dad. I don't even wrestle. I just throw dad puns at the opponent until they submit. Nice to meet you, Hungry. I'm Dad, you know? I'm just now realizing that I don't know any actual wrestling moves. You know, I could teach you some. Oh? Oh, really? I smirk. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it.
Oh.
I'll go easy on you. On Dad? Absolutely not. And before I know it, I'm on the floor. Hugo wraps his legs around me and squeezes. I can't move.
Hey.
This is a figure 4 leg lock. If I were applying full force right now, you would be in extreme pain. He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm. Good lord, he's strong. Any movement on my end is useless. And this is an armbar. You're pretty good. You can tap out anytime you like. Not a chance. I'm super into it. Hugo flips around one last time on top of me. He hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest.
Oh.
And this is me pinning you. Our faces are inches apart right now. I can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. Tap out, coward. You fucking do it! I lean forward and kiss Hugo, who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again. He slowly releases his submission hold on me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine and we laugh. I guess we both win. Guess so. I pull him back in for another kiss. You have any more moves to show me? Eyebrow wiggle. I think I might have a few.
I'm JK rolling with delight.
You ask too many questions. Who do you think you are, my daughter? For literally my entire life, yes. I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise. Oh shit, the Quizmaster's here. The Quizmaster! Hey, who's ready for a crazy graduation party? You don't have to be on right now, Quinn. It's just a party. What do you mean? It's the, you know what? Keep that energy. Hold it close, you deserve it.
Hey!
Just like me, my loving wife deserve happiness, right? You know it. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey. I turn to see Ernest, looking like he has something to say. Hey, Ernest. Thanks for being nice to my dad. I know he's kind of a dweeb. Whoa. People are really mean to him sometimes. I mean, I guess I am too, but that's different because I'm his son. But, he seems happy when you're around, so, that's cool, I guess. Well, geez, Ernest, I don't know what to say. You know, I think people got you pegged wrong. You got a soft side. If you tell anyone I told you that, I'm gonna set your trash can on fire. There it is. Also, you don't know me. Before I can respond, Ernest walks away, a cloud of vapor trailing behind him. Well, that was at least a little pleasant. As party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Looks like somebody's waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the backyard where Hugo is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Dad. Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Hugo as the last guests make their way out of the party. Cool shirt.
Oh.
Thanks, it reminds me of a special night. So the secret's out, huh? Hugo likes wrestling. You know, I was really nervous to come here dressed like this, but everybody in the neighborhood, they were nothing but accepting of me and my hobbies. Turns out that Craig's a huge fan too. And Colin told everyone at school that I'm into wrestling, but it's actually backfired on him. The kids have a sort of weird respect for me now. A few of them even asked me to be the sponsor for the wrestling club. Not the Olympic wrestling, the wrestling that I like. Actually, like both, but there's an important distinction, and I think you know which one I'm talking about. See, just goes to show there's nothing wrong with being open about what you like. I agree, and as long as I'm being open, I'm also a huge fan of very handsome dads who throw great parties for their kid and love a good word jumble. I blush. And I'm a big fan of... Quick! Think of something clever! Hugo's? This Hugo specifically. Hugo laughs. He drapes an arm around my shoulders and pulls me closer. He plants a soft kiss on my forehead. I'm happy here. Me too. Hugo and I watch the sun dip below the horizon together. Hey, do you think maybe later you could show me some new wrestling moves?
Oh.
How about I show you my pump handle pile driver? Your what? I can't help but giggle. What's that? You'll see. Hugo! Hey, yo, on the counter with the cheese? Come on! Okay, real quick. I wanted to go through some of the options that I wanted to check. And then we're gonna go into the quiz again, and that's it. That's all I wanted to see at the end. This is about the fish. We're talking fish here. There's no time for jokes.
Oh.
Hated that. That's a clownfish. Right. I'm not afraid to hit a child. I'm strong. I'm stronger than you. I don't care about my public image. V, please don't say that. I prepare to raise my voice at Molly and then hesitate. Is it weird for me to raise my voice at a stranger's kid? Like, is it a parenting faux pas or something? Money. Give me money. I knew it. I knew it! Hey everybody, we've had a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. By a landslide, the winner of tonight's contest is... Havarti like it's 1999. Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care where Phil's nominal services.
So sad.
God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. I motion for Hugo to go get the gift card and he shyly slinks out of the booth to grab it. He pauses for a moment and gives the quizmaster a hug with a few pats on the back. Quizmaster sobs just a little. Oh, I saw Matt. He dragged him away. Hugo makes a victory lap back to our table and gives me a half five. Havarti like it's 1999 is unstoppable. Havarti like it's 1999 is great. May Havarti like it's 1999 reign for 1,000 years. Yay, great work, guys. You guys did awesome.
Hey.
We will be seeing Havarti like it's 1999 again next week. I look over at Hugo who smiles. Maybe so. We make a pretty good team, huh, Hugo?
Ah.
Hugo blushes. We did not make a good team the last time, so... Terrible date. There's two that I want to see what happens. Oh, walk back to your seats and just... This one specifically I want to see. I turn to Hugo. Hugo, I'm gonna draw their attention. While they're busy watching me, run back to the seats and I'll meet you there, okay? Don't get hurt out there. As Hugo begins to leave, I turn to the crowd of people and start stomping around and raising my arms as if I were trying to frighten off a bear. Oh god, that's so embarrassing. Hey everybody, look at me, I'm a big old wrestling fan who came all the way from Maple Bay to see this event. I wasn't that big of a wrestling fan to begin with, but in the time that I've known it, I've come to find it very endearing. I really enjoy watching those very oily boys get into fisticuffs, and I hope that you all are having a pleasant evening watching them as well. It's working. All the people near the concession stands have stopped to look at me. I feel my social anxiety hitting peak levels. There's only a finite amount of time I can keep distracting people. Quick, think of something. Just scream. Do a cartwheel! I summon every last piece of athleticism from my body and go for the full cartwheel with a running start. I immediately fall over, laying a spread eagle on the cold floor of the stadium. While people run up and ask if I'm okay, I saw Hugo darting through the doors and back to our seats. Mission accomplished. It's so embarrassing. I think the best strategy here is to hide in plain sight. Be casual, be super casual, we'll just waltz right in and nobody will be any the wiser.
What?
Are you sure that'll work? Like a charm. Hugo and I just start walking towards the doors. Colin and friends are so busy throwing garbage at each other that they don't notice. Wow, that was easy. He liked that more than our sneaking mission. Anyways, I just wanted to add this on because I wanted to see it. And since I have no actual reason to go back through everything to see other options, I might as well have just pinpointed some of them. So, yeah. Oh no! I'm like super torn. I wanted to bump Hugo up to second place, but like at the same time, I'm just like, I was doing so bad. I'm so fucking stupid. I don't know how that meshes well with Hugo because I'm a fucking idiot. We would not be doing trivia night because I'm so stupid. It's not gonna work. But also, like, that ending bit got me. And I'm just like, oh shit. I'm but a simple man. I don't know. This is too difficult. I can't decide. Craig remains top of the list. And I'm pretty sure it's only because he's a childhood friend, so it's just so much more relatable. Even though he works out, I can get past that. It's easy. But also, like, talking to Damien in the one section with the butterfly thing is just like, I do really like Damien. He's very sweet. I think in my heart, I have to keep the rankings. Damien retains his second place. Cause like the thing is, even though I say the whole like trivia thing would fuck everything up, I feel like Damien, I'm sure, would probably understand even if I didn't join in the vegetarian stuff. But also I'm like insanely violent. I would feel so bad because he's so soft and not violent. I feel like in this case, Damien's route would be like if you had like a vampire movie and it's just the whole like, I can't be with you because of what I am. I'm a monster. I think what I would have liked with Damien's one is if I had that text message where we got to see him again about the pinnings, the insect pinnings and stuff. Cause I don't even know what factors the text messages are for side stuff. Cause I'm pretty sure we didn't get any with Craig. And then suddenly I'm pretty sure we didn't get any with Craig. And then I think we got like 2 of them during Damien's route and only 1 with Hugo. Anyways, Bobbert's gonna be next. Cause I've been curious this whole damn time and we need to see what's up. What's going on. So that's probably gonna be one of the longer routes. Also, there with Bobbert's one, for sure, there was the thing with the beginning choice that we're gonna see about, I guess, like if we accept it and if we don't. So I don't know how that's gonna go. And I'm trying to decide whether we're gonna go ahead with my original choice and then proceed or what. Because for our first run through, I'm not going to look at anything, any guide at all. And then when we do the next ones, I'm gonna, because I don't want to deal with freaking up and having to like continuously redo everything. Because it's a lot of reading and it's annoying when I frick up. Anyways, how's everyone's thoughts right now on our current 3? Do you follow the same ranking or would you switch some of these guys? I hope you guys enjoy this one. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day and or a good night. Bye-bye.